Good morning to all. Today our topic is on Bell-Kalman cycle. So this Bell-Kalman cycle is developed by Bell-Kalman by reversing Joule cycle. Reversing Joule cycle. This cycle is used for air refrigeration. Okay. This cycle is used in air refrigeration purpose. So in this session we discussed about working of Bell-Kalman cycle. This is the schematic diagram of Bell-Kalman cycle and PV diagram of Bell-Kalman cycle, TS diagram of Bell-Kalman cycle, and COP of Bell-Kalman cycle refrigeration, air refrigeration. These topics covered in this session. So, first of all, before going to that, what are the main components in the Bell-Kalman cycle? So Bell-Kalman cycle లో ఉన్నటువంటి మెయిన్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ కంప్రెసర్, హీట్ ఎక్స్చేంజర్, ఎక్స్పాండర్, evaporator. Evaporator or cooler or refrigerated space, okay, all are equal. So the refrigeration effect takes place in evaporator. The heat rejection takes place in heat exchanger. So the compressor raise the pressure from evaporator pressure to heat exchanger pressure. So the expander main function is to drop the pressure from heat exchanger pressure to evaporator pressure. So first of all, one by one. First, in Bell-Kalman cycle, it consists of 4 processes. Those processes are 2 isobaric process, 2 isentropic process. Isobaric means constant pressure. The pressure remains constant. 2 isentropic process, 2 isobaric process. So first one, 1 to 2. 1 to 2, see in the PV diagram, 1 to 2 isentropic compression. 1 to 2 isentropic compression. This process takes place in compressor. Raise the pressure from evaporator pressure to heat exchanger pressure. The pressure increases 1 to 2. At the same time, the volume also increases. The volume decreases. The pressure increases, volume decreases. The pressure increases from 1 to 2, the volume decreases from 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2. This side direction is pressure increase, this side is decreases. So what happens, the temperature, if the pressure rises, volume decreases, the temperature increases. See in the figure TS diagram, the temperature increases from 1 to 2. See here, the pressure increases, volume decreases, temperature increases. So this is isentropic compression. It takes place in compressor. The P pressure versus and temperature relation is T2 by T1. T2 by T1 అంటే T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma. This is the relation between the temperature and pressure. So next one, isobaric heat rejection. The P2 pressure entering into the heat exchanger. So entry of the pressure into the heat exchanger is P2, exit of the pressure is P3. The P2 is equal to P3 here. The heat exchanger, the pressure remains constant. So maintain the pressure constant, reject the heat. ఇందులో హీట్ ఎక్స్చేంజర్లో the pressure constant ఉంటుంది, at the same హీట్ అనేది రిజెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. రిజెక్టెడ్ టు ద సరౌండింగ్. హీట్ ఈజ్ రిజెక్టెడ్ టు ద సరౌండింగ్. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ ఫంక్షన్ ఆఫ్ హీట్ ఎక్స్చేంజర్. Reject the heat to the surrounding. That is the main objective of the function of the heat exchanger. So the pressure constant, the temperature decreases, volume decreases. How much amount of heat is rejected? That heat rejected is equal to the at constant pressure is equal to mcp T2 minus T1. This is the PV diagram. Process T2 2 to 3 P2, the volume decreases, the pressure remains constant. The temperature drops. Is constant pressure process like this in TS diagram. So 2 to 3, temperature decreases, okay, in case of constant pressure process. So this is the heat rejection equation. Okay, next process 3 to 4. 3 to 4, this is the expansion process. This is the expansion process. This process again isentropic, constant pressure process. Isentropic expansion, entropy remains constant. 3 to 4, the entropy remains constant, the pressure decreases, pressure from P3 to P4, pressure decreases, volume increases. 3 to 4, the temperature decreases, pressure decreases, volume increases, temperature decreases. Expansion, during the expansion, the pressure drops, volume increases, temperature also drops. So this process takes place in expander. The pressure from P3 level to P4 level. Drop the pressure from heat exchanger level to evaporator level. Okay, so this is the pressure versus temperature relation. That is P3 divided by P4 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma T3 divided by T4 in isentropic expansion. Next process, isobaric heat absorption. The refrigeration effect takes place in the evaporator. That is the heat absorption from the cooler or evaporator cooler, that is the heat absorption from the cooler or refrigerated space. How much amount of heat absorbed from the refrigerated space? That amount of heat absorption equal to QA is equal to mcp T2 T1 minus T4. mcp T1 minus T4. In isobaric heat absorption, that is from 4 to 1. Again here also the pressure maintains constant. P1 is equal to P4. The temperature increases. During the heat absorption at constant pressure, the temperature rises from 4 to 1. So that heat absorption is equal to mcp T1 minus T4. That this process takes place in 4 to 1, that is at constant pressure in evaporator. So these are the main processes. That is 2 isentropic process, 1 to 2 isentropic compression, 2 to 3 isobaric heat rejection, 4 to 3 to 4 isentropic expansion, 4 to 1 isobaric heat absorption. So next one is COP. COP of Bell-Coleman air refrigeration. Bell-Coleman air refrigeration equal to Bell-Coleman air refrigeration is equal to refrigeration effect divided by work done. Refrigeration effect divided by work done. Here the refrigeration effect equal to heat rejection minus heat absorption divided, here the refrigeration effect equal to heat absorption in the evaporator divided by heat rejection minus heat absorption at evaporator. So refrigeration effect is equal to heat absorbed in the evaporator. Work done is equal to heat rejected minus heat absorption. That is the work done. So here now I substitute this heat absorption and heat rejection values here. Heat absorption value. What is the heat absorption? That one is equal to MCP T1 minus T4. Heat rejection, that is MCP T2 minus T3 minus MCP T1 minus T4. T1 minus T4. So in this equation, common values are MCP value. I cut these common values to simplify this formula. So finally T1 minus T4 divided by T2 minus T3 minus T1 minus T4. Okay. So to find the COP of Bell-Coleman air refrigeration, so required data is T1, T2, T3, T4. మనం బెల్ కాల్మన్ సైకిల్ సిఓపి ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలంటే మనకు 4 వాల్యూస్ అవసరం. సో దీన్ని ఇంకా సింప్లిఫై చేయాలి అంటే, సపోజ్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ ద కార్నాట్ సైకిల్, కార్నాట్ ఎయిర్ రెఫ్రిజరేషన్ రిక్వైర్డ్ 2 డేటాస్ ఓన్లీ, హయ్యర్ టెంపరేచర్ అండ్ లోయర్ టెంపరేచర్. సో అదేవిధంగా దీన్ని కూడా సింప్లిఫై చేయాలంటే ఈ విధంగా. సో ఇన్ దిస్, సో ఇన్ ద డినామినేటర్ అండ్ నామినేటర్, in the numerator T1 minus T1, T1 minus T4, this one and this one common. So shall I simplify now? COP of Bell-Coleman air refrigeration is equal to, I T4 ని బయటికి తీసుకొచ్చాను, T1 by T4 minus 1 in the numerator. Like here T3 ని బయటికి తీసుకొచ్చాను, T2 divided by T3 minus 1 minus, ఇక్కడ T4 ని బయటికి తీసుకొచ్చాను, T1 minus T4 minus 1. ఓకే. సో ఇక్కడ T2 by T3. So in this one common value is T1 by T4, T1 by T4 common value, T4 is common value, T4 is common value in the numerator and denominator. So ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చూసుకుంటే మనము, so come to here, suppose in this one isentropic compression and isentropic expansion, P2 by P1 is equal to T2 by T1. Here P2 by P1, so P2 is equal to P3, P2 is equal to P3, P2 is equal to P3. Okay. So next P1 is equal to P4, P1 is equal to P4. So P2 by P1 ratio is equal to P3 by P4 ratio. Okay. P2 by P1 ratio is equal to P3 by P4 ratio. Shall I write here? Okay. P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma is equal to P3 by P4 gamma minus 1 by gamma. So P2 is equal to P3. P2 is equal to P3, P1 is equal to P4. So the P2 by P1 ratio is equal to P3 by P4 ratio. So then this ratio equal to this ratio, then T2 by T1 is equal to T3 by T4. Is it okay? So now shall I write T2 as it is, T3 ఇటు సైడ్ వస్తే T1 ఇటు సైడ్ పోతుంది. ఈ T3 nominator is moves to downward as a denominator. This denominator is moves to upward as a numerator. So T1 by T4. Is it any problem? There is no problem. There is no loss. So T2 by T3 is equal to T2 by T3 is equal to T1 by T4. T2 by T3 is equal to T1 by T4. So now T2 by T3 is equal to T1 by T4. T1 by T4 minus 1 T3. T2 by T3 is equal to T1 by T4. T1 by T4 minus 1 T4. T1 by T4 minus 1. Okay. So in this equation, common one is T1 by T3, T1 by T4 minus 1. T1 by T4 minus 1. Here in the numerator, T1 by T4 minus 1, T1 by T4 minus 1, common value. So shall I cut this one? Then the remaining one is T4 divided by T3 minus T4. T4 minus T4. Now I simplify this. T4 divided by T3 minus T4. Okay. So I divided both numerator and denominator with T4. I divided by both numerator and denominator with T4. T4 divided by T4. T3 divided by T4. T4 divided by T4. So what happened? Cancel this one, this one, this one, this one. Next one is 1 by T3 divided by T4 minus 1. Minus 1. See here, T3 divided by T4. T3 divided by T4 is equal to T2 divided by T1. T2 divided by 1. T3 divided by T4 is equal to T2 divided by T1. Now I write here T2 divided by T1 minus 1. COP of Bell-Coleman air refrigeration. So I simplify again. T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1. P2 by 1 by P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. So 1 by P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. So this is the final COP equation for Bell-Coleman air refrigeration. Final equation for COP of Bell-Coleman air refrigeration. Bell-Coleman refrigeration. సో ఈ Bell-Coleman air refrigeration లో మనకు ప్రెషర్ రేషియో తెలిస్తే ఈజీ టు ఫైండ్ ద COP ఆఫ్ ద Bell-Coleman cycle. Bell-Coleman cycle. That is, once again I write here COP of the Bell-Coleman is equal to COP of Bell-Coleman air refrigeration is equal to 1 by P2 by P1 whole to the power of gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. If you know the pressure ratio, we can easy to find the COP of the Bell-Coleman air refrigeration. Okay, thank you.